Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. I was just going to do a quick update on my living room today for you. It's just a really quick one. So far I've had the electrics all done, and although the electrician will have to come back at the end to fit my new lights, but he's been, and then there's been a delay with the decorator because the decorator was supposed to be coming to take the beams down and take all the wallpaper off 2 weeks ago, and then it got to a week later, and then he delayed by another week, so he's now 2 weeks behind, but he is starting next week. Next week I've also got the carpet coming up, and then all the asbestos tiles being ripped up underneath. So as of next week the momentum's going to start picking up, but so far it's been electrics and getting the furniture out of the room. Had a bit of a problem with my chair. Couldn't get the chair out of the room. It got stuck on the bottom of the staircase because the staircase is right here, just outside the front, the living room door. It does come in two sections, but they couldn't work out how to get the top section off from the bottom, and I certainly don't know how to do it. So my chair is stuck in the room, which is annoying because I was going to have my chair set up in my home office where I've put the television, so that at least I would have somewhere tidy and quiet, away from all the mess and the chaos, to sit in the evenings, watch television. Now I can't. Well, I mean, I can sit in there, but I've only got my work chair, my office chair to sit on, and it is not comfortable. Certainly not for sort of chilling out in the evening, so that's a bit pain. So I don't know what I'm going to do now, whether I might see if, mind you, I don't really have any other tradesmen coming until the plasterer now. Anyway, I'm basically going to have to either like lie on my bed and use my iPad to watch iPlayer or something, or just not watch the television for the next month and a half. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you the room and show you what's been done so far. Oh, the fireplace got ripped out as well, and had a bit of a problem with that because we were hoping there was a lintel higher up, and there isn't one. So the bit that I need to have smashed out can't be until a new lintel's been put in, otherwise the whole lot's just going to come down. So anyway, I'll show you that. So I'm just going to turn you around. This is the entrance to the living room, starting from here. This is what's happened to my my fireplace. Just soot and rubble and bird poop. For any of you who watched my previous video, which was the start of the talking about the renovations, I said that once the old electric fireplace was taken off, I didn't know what I was obviously going to be dealing with behind, and this is what I'm dealing with. So I was actually surprised to find that the back part of the original fireplace, these are all the fire bricks, and this is still here, and I was really surprised by that because I was expecting there to just be a hole with a recess. And the original back part of the fire is actually still here, which was a bit of a surprise. It's nice to find, bit of history, but I can't use it, so I mean it's been half destroyed. So but yeah, I've even got bird poop. It's yeah, it's an absolute mess, and all the lovely cobwebs and everything. But this is the lintel. This is all I've got, just this tiny little lintel here, and obviously this section is what I want to have taken out, so that I'll have like a little recess that can then be plastered inside, painted, and then I'll have it like the new half will be tiled and put into sort of like the bottom bit. But the problem is, if I take this out, that's supporting all of this bit. So what I'm going to need is for a builder to come, because this bit was smashed off today, just to see whether there was a lintel higher up, and I was really hoping there was, but there isn't. So a lintel with new lintel is going to have to be put in across here, so that then this lot can be smashed out. Because if you take that out, that lintel is going to fall out with it, and then there'll be nothing supporting this hole. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. But I've been slowly taking off the wallpaper. This is some of the samples. This is white sand, which is similar to the one I had in my office, but that was warm sand, which is a slightly darker shade. Weirdly, it looks completely different on paper. But that one is a lighter colour. It's slightly cooler tone though. I wanted something with a bit of a warmer tone, but this I'm worried is going to be too dark. So I might actually go with that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This one is calico, and then this one is white sand. But I honestly don't know. I want to keep it light in here, but I don't want to have just plain white walls like I've got everywhere else because it's just too stark. I want a little bit of colour. So anyway, all these beams are coming down next week along with all of this disgusting wallpaper. But yeah, this is the state that I'm dealing with at the moment. This is the manky old 60s carpet strip that's still here. There was a plug socket there. There was another one there, and there was another one there. And I don't need 3. That's a new front plate, but he is going to, when the electrician comes back, he is going to convert that to a double for me. And I'm just going to have one double there. That one he took off and then obviously severed it there, so that's now dead. But then rather than drilling it all the way out of the wall, he just accessed it a little bit at the top, cut into the wall at the top there, and cut it out from there. So that's all now dead. And then there was one down here as well, but that was feeding off of this one here. So that's now been cut out as well. So that can all be filled in by the plasterer. So, but yeah, this is what I'm dealing with. This is those two colours again, but they just look different in different parts of the room. Like I've done a patch of it here as well, like the lighter calico one, and it just, depending on what part of the room it is, it looks completely different. But yeah, all the rads are off as well now. So yeah, I've had the fireplace ripped out, the rads have come off, and then the furniture was all taken out of the room today except for my chair. But this is the warm. I keep saying warm sand, white sand, the white sand colour, but you see how that is so much darker than when it's on plaster over here. That's the same colour, but it don't look anything like that. But I'm thinking it's because of the textured wallpaper, it's giving a completely different look. It's coming out a lot darker on textured wallpaper, and obviously it's going to be flat, so, but it's really not helping to give me an indication of what the colour's going to be like, so it's a bit of a pain really. But anyway, there's my lonely chair, which is the only thing left. Hello, Teo. Yeah, and this is my room, empty, all gone. Decorator's going to take my curtain pole down for me next week. I am going to get a new curtain pole because I don't mind the style of this one. The style's quite nice, but it's really old and scuffed. Like you can probably see up here, it's all scuffed, all the paint and everything. So I'm just going to get a new pole. I'm going to get new curtains as well, because although these ones aren't, I mean, they're okay, but I didn't choose them. They were here when I moved in. They're from Dunelm, and they're like a sort of champagne coloured chenille material, which to be honest is you know, is fine. But they are really heavily stained as well, and I just want something that I'm picking myself. So Teo's having a little look out the window. That's where the other rad was, which is all gone. Some more wallpaper on the floor. This mirror is hiding a serving hatch, and it's bolted to the wall, so that's going to have to come off, and that's the ledge for the serving hatch, but that will all be filled in with plasterboard and you'll never know that it was there. And then this section of the ceiling is what's going to be completely boarded over and a new ceiling, because this is just plyboard. It's not even been done properly. Here is where I had 2 wall lights, and they're the ones that have been taken off by the electrician. I will have 2 new wall lights down at this end of the room because it can get quite dark down here in the evenings. So yeah, this is my room at the moment. Progress is slowly being made. It's just a state and I hate it. I don't like all of this mess everywhere. But yeah, I'll quickly show you my room, my home office. See, this is where I'll show you this. This is where all my stuff, I've just got stuff everywhere at the moment. I've got stuff, this cabinet was in the living room, it's now in the hallway. And then that is my TV unit and all my house plants from the living room, it's now in my bedroom. But yeah, this was basically, so this is my home office, and this is where I've got the telly. and that sideboard was in the living room. I've had to, this bookcase was here, and I've had to move that out of the way to free up space so we can actually get things in the room. And then, yeah, this was in the living room. And then the idea was to have my armchair over here in front of my bookcase so that I could watch telly. But as I say, we couldn't get it out of the room. So I'm probably going to have to spend the next month and a half sitting in this office chair, which is really not comfortable. But I don't really know what else I can do. So, but there we go. That is what everything is looking like for now. And you have to excuse the state of me because I am so tired and stressed, and I'm just, yeah, I'm not looking my best at the moment, so excuse me for how I look. But yeah, this is real life. So take me as you find me. That's it for now. I'll show you progress next week once the carpet and the asbestos tiles have been taken up and the wallpaper and the beams are all gone, and it really will be a bare room. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to. At the moment, my two-seater sofa is in the kitchen. That is the only place I can put it. So as long as I can get to like my actual kitchen unit so I can get in and out of the house, that's fine. But yeah, it's just all a bit of a mess. So anyway, I hope you're all doing okay, and I'll do another update soon. Bye for now.